Once upon a time in a small, quiet town that smelled of rain and dreams, there lived a girl named Alara. Every morning she stood by her window and whispered to the sky, "Please, make me become everything I'm meant to be." And far beyond the clouds, someone heard her. Not a fairy, not a genie, but something older and wiser. The process. The process didn't speak in magic spells or grand miracles. It worked through time, tests, and tiny steps. So it began its work. It sent Ilara chances disguised as challenges and teachers wrapped in disappointment. It gave her seeds, not flowers, and expected her to water them faithfully. At first she did. She rose early, dreamed loudly, and said with conviction, "I trust the process." But as days turned heavy and the world got louder, Ilara began to lose her glow. She stopped showing up for her dreams and started scrolling through everyone else's. The process waited. It always waits, patiently, quietly, sadly. One night she dreamt she wandered into a golden workshop that glowed like dusk. Everywhere she looked, she saw half-finished wonders. A castle missing its towers, a dress missing its shine, and 1,000 stars trapped in jars, flickering weakly. In the center of the room sat an old craftsman, his hands glowing faintly like candlelight. "Who are you?" she asked. He looked up with tired eyes and said, "I'm the process. I was building your greatness, but you kept leaving before it was done." Ilara's voice trembled. "But I trusted you." He smiled gently. "I know, but you forgot. I needed to trust you too." He handed her a tiny lantern. Inside it burned a single spark, weak but alive. "This," he said, "is your consistency. Every time you show up, even tired, even unsure, it grows brighter. Stop, and it fades." Ilara stared at the lantern until tears blurred her sight. She whispered, "I'm sorry." And when she woke up, her hands were warm. The spark had followed her back. That morning, she didn't post a quote. She didn't announce her comeback. She simply began again, one quiet, brave step at a time. And somewhere unseen, the process smiled, because it could finally trust her again. But what most people forget is that the process is not a machine. It's alive. It breathes through your actions, it feeds on your consistency, and it waits when patiently for your return whenever you drift away. It's not some mystical force that works while you sleep. It's a living rhythm that moves only when you do. Every time you show up, tired, unmotivated, unsure, you're whispering to the process, "I'm still here." And it listens. It adjusts, molds, and builds around that quiet faithfulness. But the moment you stop showing up, not because you're resting, but because you've given up, the process pauses. It doesn't punish you. It simply waits, like an artist staring at an unfinished canvas, brush in hand, hoping you'll come back to finish what you started together. Because the truth is, the process doesn't build for you, it builds with you. It's a partnership, not a miracle. Your dreams are the blueprint, but your discipline is the builder. Your hope is the architect, but your patience is the foundation. The process is alive, and it only moves for those who move with it. So keep showing up, even when no one's watching, even when no one claps, even when it feels like nothing's changing, because that's when the process is taking its deepest breaths, shaping you in silence, growing roots under the soil, and preparing the harvest you can't yet see. One day, you'll look back and realize it was never the luck or timing or magic that made it work. It was the 1,000 quiet days you showed up when no one even knew you were trying. That's how the process learns to trust you. And once it does, it never lets you leave empty-handed. The process is alive, and now it's watching to see if you'll keep showing up. Don't disappear again. Subscribe to Words on Marble, where your story keeps growing.